Have you ever pondered the impact of the new Technical Directive TD45 on the 2024 Formula One season? This directive, a blend of technical instruction and cost cap administration clarification, seeks to address the intriguing issue of non-F1 activities costs. Picture this. Top teams like Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, Aston Martin, and McLaren, they all have non-F1 engineering divisions. These divisions, while not directly involved in the high-octane world of Formula One, play a crucial role in the team's operations. TD45 is set to bring clarity to how the costs of any technology or intellectual property created by these non-F1 groups, which is later used by the F1 team, are interpreted. It's like putting on a new pair of glasses to better understand the value of such instances under the cost cap. TD45 is poised to redefine how these non-F1 costs are interpreted and accounted for. A new chapter in the thrilling saga of Formula One is upon us. So, what are the nuts and bolts of this new directive, and what does it mean for the teams? Well, TD45 is set to bring about a seismic shift in how costs are managed in Formula One. It's designed to scrutinize how Formula One teams, especially those with non-F1 engineering divisions like Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, Aston Martin, and McLaren, account for the costs of technology or intellectual property developed outside the F1 sphere but used within it. The directive makes it clear, any value from such technologies will now be included in the cost cap. This closes a potential loophole where technology could have been passed on to the F1 team at a nominal cost, significantly undervaluing the real expense of creating it. But here's where it gets tricky. How can we determine the origin of a technology that benefits the F1 team? If an engineering staff member transfers from the F1 team to a sister company to work on new tech, should their salary be included in the cost cap? What if they return to the F1 team later? This distinction is crucial. It's one thing to use F1 technology and sell it via a sister company, totally legitimate and allowed by the rules. But it's another to create technology in a sister company and then use it in the F1 team. Clearly, TD45 is more than just a directive. It's a game changer. This latest move by the FIA is a first attempt at policing an issue which is expected subsequently to be included in the actual regulations. But what does this mean for the future of Formula One? Well, let's delve into that. With the introduction of TD45, there's an important distinction to be made. On one hand, there's using F1 technology, and on the other, there's using a sister company to sell it to the outside world. The former is what TD45 targets. It addresses the costs of any technology or intellectual property created by non-F1 groups, which is then used by the F1 team. On the flip side, using a sister company to sell F1 technology to the outside world is completely legitimate and allowed for in the regulations. Moreover, it's common practice to rotate design and engineering staff between F1 projects and other non-F1 activities. This rotation allows services to be billed to either entity according to the work done. It's similar to how a lawyer might bill different parts of a group for their services based on what work they have done. To ensure fairness and transparency, the FIA can interview these staff members to ascertain if their work contained any overlap not covered in how it was classified. This is a new era in Formula One where every aspect of the sport, from technology to staffing, is scrutinized and regulated to ensure a level playing field. As we gear up for the 2024 Formula One season, TD45 is set to steer the course of the sport into uncharted territories.